Okay, we're on Moed Katan, Perak Aleph, Mishnah Vav. Sixth Mishnah in the first chapter of Moed Katan. Says the Mishnah, we're continuing to discuss things, behaviors, or work that cannot be done on Chol Hamoed, or can be done. Says the Mishnah, En chofrin kuchin ukvarot b'moed. You don't dig kuchin are catacombs for burial. Kvarot are, we're going to see, our graves, b'moed, but they're not the graves that we talk about. Says the Bar Tanura, the cover b'meit. When are you not allowed to dig a grave? If you have to bury someone who's about to die after the Moed, a little makaber, but they generally know how many graves they're going to need. But of course, if somebody died on Chol Hamoed and you have to bury them, you're of course allowed to bury them and dig the grave. What is a kuch? B'me'ara shetachat hakaka. Kuch was in the cave, the catacomb in the cave, and the way the Mishnah describes it, and we'll see in other Mishnayot that and especially in, I think it's Baba Batra, they would have this like cave, and then they would dig down, and then in these catacombs under the ground, these underground caverns that they would dig. Kvarot is bibinyan. It's above ground. They would build these sort of like buildings to bury their relatives in. Okay, so you're not allowed to do those things. Build. So it means you can't dig a kuch or build a kever on the Moed. You're allowed. You can't. You don't dig it originally, but you can. Lechanech means to fix. It's interesting, the word chinuch is the same thing, like, lechanech, it means to institute or initiate. Okay, but you can, what is mechanchim? You can fix it, or we're going to lengthen it, b'moed. Bar Tanura says, mechanchim she'imaya aroch mekatzor. If it's too long, you make it shorter. Imaya katzar ma'arichu marchibo. And if it's too short, you can make it longer. I mean, you can fix it and make it usable on the moed. V'osim nivrechet b'moed. You can make a nivrechet. Nivrechet is a really interesting word. There's a huge machloket what it means. It means some kind of pool, like from the word in Hebrew, so the word brecha. The real question is, what's the pool used for? So the Bar Tanura says it's a pool of kovsim, of washers. Makom metukan lekabetz bo b'gadim. They had this, like they would make this pit to wash their clothes. V'let beitircha kolei, it's not that big of a deal. And the Bar Tanura says, since we're talking about digging, so they would dig this too. The only problem is, why in the world would Chazal let you make washing? It's almost that we're going to see in the third mission, in the third chapter, that you're not allowed to wash clothes. It's very rare that people are allowed to wash clothes on Chol Hamoed. So why would they allow you to dig this clothes washing thing? So the Kahati, as he has other explanations, he says the Nemukei Yosef, was that the Meiri, the Nemukei Yosef says, maybe they used it to wash the mate. They had to have a little pool to wash the mate. Again, others say that it was people had to wash their hands afterwards when they came back from the Kvura. It's some kind of pool. So you're allowed to do it on Chol Hamoed. Also, you're allowed to build the aron with them if the maid is in the chaser, so people will know why you're doing it. And not only how do you build the aron, Bar Tanura says, mutar l'naser nesarim. Remember, they would have to. Nowadays, we just buy the planks at Home Depot. They would have to l'naser nesarim to make planks, i.e., to split the wood into planks in order lasot lo aron. Aval b'chatzer acheret lo. You can't do it in another chatzer somewhere else. There's no maid. Shelo yomru malacha acheret to us, because that's serious work in order to make planks, to split planks, and the people would know. You won't want people to think that you're doing just regular work on Chol Hamoed. That's only for a person, it's not well known. But if someone's well known died, so like, this well known person passed away, so they know when they see the carpenter, splitting the planks, they know what he's doing. Interestingly enough, the Bar Tanura says really interestingly, for us that we are a small number, Kol Adam having Meforsam, everybody is Meforsam, everybody's well known. I.e., this halacha of Imed B'chatzer, the Bar Tanura says doesn't apply anymore because everybody knows if somebody died. Rabbi Yehuda says, El Imken Yesh Imon Nisayim, says you can only make the aron, make the casket if you already have nisarim. But to start splitting the sarim on Chol Hamoed for the aron, you're not allowed to do. The Bar Tanura says, Ein alachak Rabbi Yehuda. We don't pass them like Rabbi Yehuda. Okay, we'll stop here. As always, dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Arav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.